not ready, Brian.
Not ready.
Sight. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Alright, 27 in sight.
AC1 turn left heading 070.
You guys will stop yelling. Glide 45 Academy approach, radar contact, altimeter 2906, vectors for the visual approach, turn left heading 050.
Southwest 1582, turn right heading 310.
Glide 45, expect runway 12.
Reach 17, turn left heading 320.
So you know what's up with
Glide
yeah,
45,
huge
turn
mess.
left heading
No, but you know what's up with
040.
45, right? He's not turning right. No. He's at 800 feet. Why? I didn't.
Reach 17, report runway 12 in sight.
At any point clear the land.
Contact, altimeter
Okay.
2906.
Usually
Reach
what happens is
17,
if they
cleared
go to
visual
land,
approach runway
they'll
12.
obviously descend, and if they do a go
Left
around,
heading
they won't
180.
ascend against you, just stay at 3,000. But
Go ahead, 45, climb, maintain 3,000.
AC1, report runway 12 in sight. AC1, report runway 13 in sight.
Runway 12 in sight.
AC1, vectors for visual approach runway 13.
Reach 17, clear visual approach, runway 12.
He keeps saying it's an undefined runway, even though I'm telling him vectors for visual approach runway 1.
AC1.
Oh yeah, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot. That's right.
Yeah, that's
AC1, vectors for visual approach runway 27.
Dodge 11, clear visual approach, runway
AC1
27.
Academy.
AC1,
Radar
report
contact,
runway 27 in sight.
2906. Expect vectors for the visual approach.
AC1, cleared visual approach runway 27.
Turn left heading 170.
Yeah, like I said, that one can throw you off.
Yeah.
The only way you can really confirm is the flight strip right here.
November 334 Sierra Romeo. Academy approach radar contact altimeter 2906. Vectors for visual approach runway 13. Turn left heading 230.
050.
Oh, they're gonna hit each other.
We've cleared Darwin, or no.
Yeah, Dart came back.
On his own.
On his own accord.
United 351, turn left heading 160.
Go ahead, it's fine, we turn. Southwest 1580.
Southwest 1582, report runway 13 in sight.
Yo, I don't know how you get yours to listen to you while you're yelling.
Southwest 1582, cleared visual approach runway 13.
Like, I tried doing mine yelling and they laughed at me.
What do you mean yelling?
Like this. Arrow 357, Oscar Foxtrot, Academy approach, radar contact, altimeter 2906.
Go through purpose
Expect
this time,
vectors for the
though.
visual approach, runway 13. Turn left heading 330.
351, report runway.
I don't know. It's whatever works for me.
United 351, clear visual approach, runway
It worked.
27.
Glad 45's doing the thing though.
Yeah, he's supposed to go 050. He's like, I guess turning right to it. I'm just gonna let him do it.
Did you give him
UPS 671, turn
I told him
left
turn
heading
right,
170.
050. He said turn right 250. I said no, turn right 050. And now I guess he's going.
So there's a chance that if he was already past 050 on it, you gave him a right, he's gonna do a full 270 or a full 360. But
Glide 45, turn left heading 030.
Southwest 1582.
so sometimes you gotta watch him after you give him a left or right. If
Yeah,
they-
I mean, I've
UPS
seen him, I was just
671,
trying to
report
correct.
runway 27 in sight.
Glide 45, turn left heading 030.
Cleared visual
You
approach.
can
UPS 671, heavy,
I don't see-
clear
so I
visual
don't know if
approach
he
runway
wants you guys
27.
to use this line of dialogue, but you can actually say Glad 45, fly heading 050, and he'll go straight to it in the short term. But again, I don't know if he wants to use that, so don't use that until you ask him.
There's 334 Sierra Romeo, Academy approach, radar contact, altimeter 2906. Expect vectors for the visual approach, runway 13. Fly heading 310.
Arrow 7, Oscar Foxtrot, clear visual approach, runway
guys aren't speed adjusting the first two planes, are you? Like I said, it's your option, but you can if you want, because they're going way
left heading 090.
He said in the lecture he doesn't want us touching airspeed.
At all? Even
At all,
for
yeah.
corrections?
11, turn left heading 090.
We're just getting used to making them move around
Okay.
and having to create better separation.
There's 334 Sierra Romeo, turn left
Like I
heading
said, the only
310.
reason
United 351, turn left.
360 to 250 zone.
Heading 110.
Glide 45.
There's 4 Sierra Romeo, turn left heading 310.
Well, they're pretty easy to work with. You'll learn in a little bit.
Glide 45 and clear visual approach runway 12.
It's like Southwest 1582 is purposely missing.
But
He stayed at 3,000 feet the entire way from here to like, but I guess the runway's like here, right?
The runway is here. Usually they'll turn here and then turn back because it's runway 13, so they have to actually come back that direction.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So do I have to vector him again?
yeah, you'll probably have to.
Okay.
Like I said, his read back might be wrong, so I can listen in if you want and listen to see if it's right or not. But
Okay.
Visual approach runway 12.
Southwest 1582, turn right, heading 080.
Why are you going around?
Reach 17, turn right.
November 4 Sierra Romeo, turn left, heading 130.
Reach 17, turn right heading 030.
671 left turn 8140.
there's also a good chance that when I come here and listen, this unit is just going to go through properly anyway. But
Oh my gosh. Reach 17, turn right heading 020. Oh my god, just do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh my
Glide 45,
god.
turn left heading
Oh my
330.
god.
Glide 45, turn left heading
United
330.
351, report runway 27 in sight. United 351, cleared visual approach runway 27.
My bad, Dart.
okay, so
So now would be a good time to ask November 4 Sierra Romeo if they see the runway.
I'd be careful with him because Southwest is again twice his speed, so he's going to get there first no matter what.
First?
pretty
Oh,
much.
okay.
So if you put 4 Sierra Romeo in front of him, it's going to be a
Okay. So should I shouldn't have to vector Southwest 1582 again? I can just tell him that see if the runway's in sight,
If he
right?
reports it in sight, yeah, he should turn into it.
Okay. Southwest 1582, report runway 13 in sight.
Left heading 27.
Great. Southwest 1582, clear visual approach runway 13.
Runway 27 in sight.
Yeah, so that's a bad response. So you're going to have to
Oh.
reissue the clearance.
Southwest 1582, cleared visual approach runway 13.
11, report runway 27 inside.
Yeah, 671.
There he goes.
Runway 27 in
Yep.
sight.
It's also worth noting, again, so he is at 3,000. He's turning fine, but let's see if I can find it. Here it is. So
545, clear for visual
right here is a
approach
corridor
runway
that's at 3,000, but I believe that if you had gone past that corner, minimum is 4,000. So your alarm would have gone off right there.
Oh, okay.
So those are your
11,
minimums.
clear for visual approach runway
4,000 feet is the minimum. And
4,000 feet outside of this green
Outside
line
of-
is
okay.
the minimum.
okay.
The rest of them are like 2,500, just below 3,000. So if you give it 3,000,
Do you have to vector them to 4,000, or they already know that?
351.
What do you mean?
Like, do I have to tell them to go to 4,000 feet, or do they already know? Well, they already know what the minimums are.
They don't know the minimums. They don't do any of that. But realistically, you're supposed to keep them in this area. So
Yeah, okay.
if they go off that way,
Then obviously get them back.
93,
Okay.
Right turn heading 100.
But yeah, so for the reason he probably flew past before was because he gave you a bad callback,
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you're not listening to it, it's just gonna
Keep going the way doing it
because
was.
he's got no command.
Okay.
Yeah.
So should I wait until he's closer to the runway before I vector, or before I clear November 4 Sierra Romeo?
So for Sierra Romeo, Because Southwest is now on the way, 4 Sierra Romeo basically can never catch up. So you can clear him anytime you want.
Okay.
But while you were waiting for Southwest, you probably could have vectored, because he's so slow, you probably wanted to keep him in the areas, you probably could have vectored him around so that you wouldn't have to wait as long.
Right. That would have made more sense. November 4 Sierra Romeo, turn right, heading 290.
November 7 Oscar Foxtrot, turn left, heading 300.
Runway 13.
So United.
November 7 Oscar Foxtrot.
Looks like he missed it.
No, we're gonna have to see what he does. So it's runway 27. So for him to land, he has to obviously go, 27 that direction.
Oh, that
So when
direction.
you cleared him right on the run.